Daner noticed Chu Qingcheng looked at the fire with a stunned look, her eyes shedding tears. Zhuo Fan. With a wail, Chu Qingcheng flew onward. But Shui Ruohua stopped her. Qingcheng, are you crazy? With such a raging fire, you'll die if you go. I don't care, Zhuo Fan. Chu Qingcheng lost her calm, giving a mournful cry and struggling to go. Shui Ruohua steeled her heart and struck her neck, rendering her unconscious. Looking at Daner, the two sighed at the crying Chu Qingcheng. They had never seen the always dignified girl be so frantic. She really cared for Zhuo Fan. Heart in pain, Daner pitied Chu Qingcheng, then she asked, Senior Sister Ruohua, what do we do now? What else can we do? Get Qingcheng to Double Dragon Manor, only there will we be safe. What about Brother Zhuo? Daner asked. Looking back at the blaze, Shui Ruohua sighed. This inferno is not something we can handle. I hope he's all right. But Shui Ruohua shook her head and her eyes were filled with sorrow. Daner lowered her head, her eyes moist. They knew that under such devastating destruction, Zhuo Fan had no chance at all. The two took Chu Qingcheng with a heavy heart and resumed their journey to Double Dragon Manor. In Wingay City, Luo Clan. Zhuo Fan. Shuanger was sleeping when she suddenly jolted awake and shouting. Her eyes were shining like the clear starry sky, her face a mask of fear. The door opened and Luo Yunhai with Luo Yunchang entered. Luo Yunchang sat next to her and asked, Shuanger, what happened? Why did you shout with all your strength? You have everyone scared. What exactly is going on? Shuanger's lips quivered as tears fell. Sister Yunchang, Zhuo Fan is dead. Luo Yunhai shook in disbelief. Shuanger, what are you saying? He is married to Edifice Lord Chu and a sect leader. He should be happy right now, not. Luo Yunchang's eyes teared up, her heart frantic. I don't know. Shuanger shook her head. I just really saw how Zhuo Fan fell in a pool of blood, then the golden flames. Lang watching analyzed. Clan head, Sister Shuanger is the holy maiden of the empire, peering into the workings of the world. Steward Zhuo might be outside such machinations. But this premonition might not be unfounded. It seems it has gone as I feared, and so quick at that. Luo Yunhai flicked his hand and shouted. Guard, send a spy to the demon scheming sect to feel them out. Report back at once. Yes, sir. A shout came from beyond the door. In a dusky room, with few lights arranged, the face of High Venerable was reflected as he sat cross-legged. A heavy voice came from outside, breaking his peace. Who is it? Master, it's your disciple. I came to pay my respects. A familiar voice spoke with respect. Elder Yuan spoke. Wu, you haven't done it for centuries, so what made you pick the habit again? Ha ha ha, it's not so strange, master. I have been a sect leader all this time, keeping with the sect's norms and could not pay my master any respects. Now that I have stepped down and I'm free, I of course have to make up for all those years. Elder Yuan felt doubt inside, but softened in the end. Wanting to go back to those close times with his disciple, he lifted the seal on the door. Enter. The heavy stone door was pushed open, and Ziwa stepped in with a smile. He kneeled and kowed out 3 times. Master, I came to pay my respects. Like a good child, Ziwa put on a genial face. Nodding, Elder Yuan's eyes held a hint of sneer. Wu, you only came here for your own reason, not to pay me respects. Master, I would never. Humph, a master knows his student. You were never so honest. Elder Yuan sighed and waved. Say your piece. Ziwu looked Elder Yuan in the eye as he chuckled. The older, the wiser, as they say. I can't hide anything from Master. Ha ha ha. Master, I have reflected deeply on your guidance a month ago. and ask that master gives me another chance. You still want to be a sect leader? Elder Yuan eyed him. Ziwu nodded with a smile. Yes, a nation can't be without a king, and the same applies to a sect. Zhuo Yifan has gone to Double Dragon Manor just as he became sect leader, leaving the seat empty. If it was just a couple of days or so, it wouldn't matter, but he will be gone for decades. Not handling the matters a sect leader does will lead to the sect becoming a mess. Don't worry, there's also me. Moreover, there are venerables helping. Master, you're the High Venerable. Leading the sect's matters in the name of the sect leader will lead to bad rumors. If it drags out, some might say that High Venerable wants to break the sect's ancient rules, to take matters into your own hand and the seat. Who would spread such gossip? Elder Yuan looked squarely at Ziwu. Ziwu's head jerked back, lowering it as he bowed. I could never try to surmise what my master thinks, but others will surely prattle and ruin master's name, especially those venerables who only scheme and fight each other. They may be agreeing with everything you say now, but when their power grow, they would take matters into their own hands. As a venerable, since you can handle the sect's affairs, why can't they? That's why there are ancient rules. Deposing and even fraternization is possible, but only a sect leader can lead, or it will affect people's hearts and invite disaster. Humph, who would scheme to exceed sect leader's authority? Elder Yuan stood up and flicked his sleeve as he shouted. I am an open man and only handle the matters of the sect in Zhuo Yifan's stead for the next years. When he returns, he will be taking up his duty as sect leader. Face twitching, Ziwu's expression darkened. Master, you're too heartless. You'd rather wait on him than let me lead for these decades, rather than give me a chance. I promise that in these years, I will see to the public opinion. Once he's back, no one will follow him. Let all know that there's only one sect leader, Ziwu. Wu, I see now you not once reflected on what I told you. With a saddened look, Elder Yuan shook his head. Public opinion is merely a method, while what matters is wisdom. That is what makes people follow you. Without it, you might catch their hearts in short term, but they would soon scatter later. When you understand the meaning of Tao, when you find your path, we'll then speak of the sect leader position. Taking a deep breath, Ziwu's eyes went cold, clutching his fists. Dao, humph, master, you're only being vague. Who can understand such unreal things? You're only using it as an excuse to stop me from being a sect leader. Very well, this is your choice.